There we go. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we are back, and we left off with the marching order of the party, which, if I remember correctly, will be Sobeys the Dwarf, Voltan the Blessed, Dragonborn Paladin, and then we have Kirch right in the middle, followed by Acapella and Svendal and Seth. Is that
Sounds about
correct?
Okay.
Alright.
Wait, do cats have dark vision?
I assume they do. If not, it's homebrew for the homebrew, because that just makes sense.
Hey, Richard, do you have dark vision?
I don't see it on here.
Well, where's the thing you got for the race?
Let me see if I can open that up real quick. It might be.
All right. Well, we'll just, I guess, start slowly marching.
Alrighty, how slow do you want to
I feel
take?
like he should, at the
How
very
slow
least,
do
be
you
able to
want to
see
take
better
it?
than most of us.
Should we just go average speed, you guys?
Yeah.
As long as it's not ludicrous speed.
Yeah, we'll just go average walking speed. We'll just walk like normal.
They haven't gone to plaid yet.
Oh no, you know what? Let's walk a little bit slower because we don't know what the fuck's down here. And the last time we went in the sewers,
Yeah.
I-
Let's go a
I
little
got-
slower. Actually,
the
yes.
the last time I was in a sewers, I almost got completely fucking destroyed
Because you're by yourself. Because your
Well, yes.
teammates left you.
because they said fuck that.
Okay, no. We didn't leave you. All right, you left us because we were too apathetic to give a shit.
Exactly. You
I was
like,
worried about other things at the time.
You're like the cop. If I remember correctly, you said we'll just leave it for the cops. After we had this scene of news footage of the cops getting completely destroyed and being completely unable to deal with the problem.
I just want to point out that earlier this session, like last episode, we left something to the cops.
Yeah, but this is
Yeah, but-
different cops.
I know.
Not the same cops. It'll be
As
fine.
someone that knows
They'll be
nothing
fine this
about
time.
what you're talking about, it's funny to hear the parallels come up.
Yeah, but we're leaving the cops to the boat while we're taking the sewer.
Alright, so you guys taking it at a bit of a slow pace.
Yeah, we're
So-
just
We should,
not like
we should,
super
we should
slow,
also-
but like
So that
cautious.
so that means I'll roll more often for encounters, but there's a lesser chance of anything happening.
Okay.
we should also keep our voices down. Might
Yeah,
be
we'll
a good idea.
We'll keep our voices down.
So for the first about 10 minutes, nothing happens. It's
Alright.
it's perfectly quiet, aside from the dripping of the stone up above and the occasional rush of water that comes from one of the side pipes.
Which I'm presuming we just kind of duck under or wait for.
Yeah, they're fairly high up, and you can just kind of crouch under them. It's not really an
Okay.
issue. And it's gonna take about 30 minutes to slowly walk over there.
Okay.
How far is this?
There's a lot of winding passages, and if you're not careful, you're gonna fall into the poo water.
Which is
Oh,
why we're
we don't
going
want
very
that.
slowly and carefully.
Mhm.
To sneak
Oh.
and also not slip.
It's not. I was about to say it's not for stealth.
It's for stealth and not slipping. Like there's more than one reason, you know.
So, after about 15, 20 minutes, you see bubbling under the water,
That doesn't sound good.
and
all right.
the first time you see it, you catch it there, maybe makes you a little nervous, but then it disappears for like another minute. But then another
I'm gonna
minute,
pull out
more
my
bubbles
axe.
come out.
I'm gonna pull out my axe.
Alrighty, and I'm just
Gotta
gonna
start trying to
let's see. There are 6 of you, so acapella. If you could please make a perception roll for me.
Let me figure out where that is.
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Wisdom, and I have
Maybe you're
proficiency, so that's +1, and +1 from wisdom, so that's a +2.
It's plus
Right?
2
It
from the
should-
proficiency.
for proficiency.
Oh, +2 from proficiency, so +3.
Yep.
Yeah.
1d20 plus 30. That seems pretty good.
Alrighty, so from this bubbling, you look slightly down. You can see a black tendril slowly creeping its way up from the water, and it's wrapped around your ankle. Make a dex save. If you failed this, you would have just been pulled into the water, but now you have a chance to react.
Okay, so if I have the saving throw filled in.
That means you have your proficiency bonus to it.
Okay, so that's going to be efficiency plus 2 for having 15 dex.
Correct.
So plus 4.
Are you right there? Your mic's getting weird.
It's the connection.
Yeah, it keeps going briefly.
Yeah,
Oh,
that sounds like Discord.
look good.
Oh, you barely failed.
Shit.
Oh.
Could I wait, no, I'm not right next to him. Fuck!
So, you look down and you see this slick black tentacle reaching up from the water, and before you can move your foot right out of the way, it grabs you and pulls you right into the water.
Shit. Fuck. Wait, how far away is he in the water? Like...
He is under the surface. You don't know how deep this water is.
Shit. Wow, that's some deep water. I mean, if he's already fully under there.
It's also murky because it's sewer water.
Fuck.
So we can't see beneath the surface, essentially?
No.
What you're saying?
And there are 3 clusters of bubbles from underneath the waves, and one of them stops when he pulls Acapella under the water.
Okay,
And
guys, I have...
Unfortunately,
And
my explosives are wet now.
You're what
Okay,
now?
My
have a thought?
first instinct was going to be if shit came out of the water to bomb it. But I can't do that. At
Not
least not
until it
right
dries out.
now.
Shit,
Yeah.
wait. Matt.
Yeah, I know. I have swim speed.
I mean, if you want to, you could probably, like, go underneath there, and if these things are animals, you could probably
Be like,
talk
hey,
to them.
dudes. Oh, not
Yeah, because you got your circle of shepherd, right? So if these are
Yeah,
animals, you can talk to them.
I'm gonna. Am I holding the torch?
You...
No, Sobius is, right? 'Cause he's
Okay.
in front.
No,
I'm gonna.
No,
you were holding
Volton
the
was.
torch, but you can pass it to me because I'm right next to you.
I'm gonna pass the torch.
Oh.
Oh.
So ceremonial.
What an original turn of phrase.
Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna give the torch to Voltan.
All right.
Then I'm gonna jump on in there.
Alrighty, perfect time to roll initiative.
Shit.
So how does this work again?
You just
roll
roll
a
a 20.
d20 plus your dexterity modifier.
Okay.
Aside from Richard, which yeah, you got
shit.
a nat
Sorry,
20
I got
on that, Max. So Max will go first.
So this is just initiative, whatever's in the box.
Yeah.
As the plus or minus.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Is this plus Dex?
Yes. So it's gonna be
Ah,
Max.
son of a
These are
bitch.
some-
Oh wait, plus dex.
Yes, plus Dex. So you
Dang
got
it.
so you got 23.
Well, that's without added dex in, so that should be a 27.
You're not proficient in initiative though.
No,
Oh, it doesn't
no,
work
no.
if it's
the
caps,
initiative
okay.
box and
No.
dexterity modifier
Well-
are the same number, I think.
Oh, there. Oh, okay. So I have the right thing then.
Yeah.
You had me confused there for a second. It's like,
Okay,
wait,
that's not
initiative
bad.
plus dex or?
Okay, so then it's then it's Evan. So it's gonna go
So Max and Richard are gonna have to
so
have a
it's gonna go,
tiebreaker roll,
uh,
right?
Max, Richard, Evan. Sorry. Max, Tom, Evan, then Richard.
Shit.
And Joe still hasn't rolled.
Joe, roll.
Yep.
Roll your dice, man.
Really good dice, dude.
Excuse me, how dare you say that about it?
Excuse me.
Excuse me, how dare you speak ill?
I'll have you know that I graduated top of my class in the Dwarven Naval Unit.
How dare you
Excuse-
speak ill of a Viper, one of the greatest rappers of our generation, with such
You'll cap.
like your cowards don't even smoke crack, and
How dare you even make fun of Flavor Flav's flavor? What are the
All right,
great
I
reality
know I've
television
asked this
shows?
before. What modifiers initiative again?
It's a
just
D20
whatever in the
plus
box,
your
so it's
dexterity modifier.
Dexterity. Oh, it picks up the squeaking in my chair, but not my fucking voice.
Nope.
Squeaking in your voice.
That makes sense.
The
right?
squeak in your voice. Then it's Matt. Okay, so Matt goes last in the party. Now I gotta roll for these three creatures, whatever they are.
Max
Oh
get to roll
Jesus!
a tiebreaker for both getting 19s, or does Max go?
It's just the total.
20.
Like he goes first because he got a nat 20. Unfortunately, the creature that dragged you down also got a nat 20, so you both gotta roll again.
Oh no.
Wait, him and I have to roll again?
Yeah. He got a nat 20 again.
Jeez.
Yeah, so
in other words, you're screwed.
The first one will be I'll just list this as Bubbles 1.
Okay, so I
Bubbles
have a
1.
question. Are we gonna do like are these three gonna be like interspersed between us then, or
They're gonna be interspersed because there's only 3 of them. Then let's see. That is right.
Oh wait, actually, would I possibly have an advantage because I reacted first, or no?
No.
Okay.
And then that's last. Okay. That's the initiative order. It's gonna go
Yeah.
Bubbles 1, then Max, then Tom, then Evan, then Richard, then Bubbles 2, then Joe, Matt, and then finally Bubbles 3.
And
well,
then,
you should go before Bubbles 3.
which one is the one that grabbed me?
Bubbles 1.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Now the good news is Matt can hold his breath for like 40 fucking minutes.
I
That's great.
can hold it for
I'm the
15.
one being
15,
dragged under the water.
15 minutes is still.
Where did you get 40 from?
I multiplied it by 3 in my head for. I guess I just multiplied it a bunch of times and then took something away.
If I multiply by 3, minus it by 5, but then add 2.
Exactly. But yeah. So it looks like. But Matt has 15 minutes worth of air, which is significantly more than any combat round.
Pretty much ever.
Yeah.
So, first is Bubbles 1. So, Evan, you feel yourself being dragged down to the water. You quickly find yourself at the bottom. You assume that the water is probably about maybe, 7, maybe 8 feet deep.
Oh, that's not too bad.
But you feel more tentacles slowly slither their way around you. Make a acrobatics save with disadvantage because you are not a water boy.
Shit.
Okay.
Yeah, Azora, you are not.
So that's the worst one.
Yeah, it's the worst of the two.
You said acrobatics.
Yep.
I can type.
Yeah, it's not aerobatics. It's aquabatics.
Aquabatics.
All right, and he's
I
going
thought ahead and copied it and pasted it so I could roll twice quickly.
and he's going to roll an athletics save against you. So he has to beat 14 in order to successfully grapple you, and he fails. So the tentacles start to slowly slither around you, but you manage to kind of vaguely bash them away real quick, drawing your rapier. However, the one around your foot is still there, so you're still under the water.
Shit.
But you can hold your breath for, I think, a number of rounds equal to your Constitution modifier. Is that it?
Yeah. So how high?
What's your Constitution modifier?
1.
So you can hold your breath for one more round.
Hold on, I'm gonna check this because I think breath is like it's a number plus your Constitution mod.
Actually, no, I think you're right. Is it 30 seconds plus?
Yeah, I believe so. So hold on. Let me just see here. Advantage, passive checks. Working together, dexterity. Where would it be? Constitution? Hold your breath. No. Is it somewhere in the rules?
Well, let's not waste a lot of time looking it up. We'll just rule for right now. It'll be 30 seconds
It's
plus
at
your
least a
Constitution.
round.
It'll be 30 seconds plus plus 6 times your Constitution modifier. So you can hold your breath for about 6 rounds before you start to suffocate. Under normal conditions.
Okay.
We'll just rule that. So you got 5 more rounds to get out of here before you start to drown. All right. Next up is
number of minutes equal to 1 plus its Constitution modifier. Minimum of 30 seconds.
Okay,
Found
but
it.
what do they multiply the Constitution modifier by?
A creature can hold its breath for a number of minutes equal to 1 plus its Constitution modifier.
Okay, so you can hold your breath for up to 2 minutes.
So
2
2
minutes.
minutes.
Yep.
So
you
how
got-
does
you
that
got-
translate to combat rounds?
You got a lot of time.
You got
Okay.
a lot of time. You got
You have
at
n-
least 20 rounds.
Yeah, you have
Okay.
19 rounds left before you start to suffocate. However, if these things manage to get their tentacles around you and squeeze the air out of you, it'll be a lot sooner.
Okay.
Alright, next up is Max. What do?
Alright, are there any that are in melee range?
They're currently all under the water.
Fuck. Let's see. So I can't burn them with my fire breath.
You can see where the bubbles are coming from, so you could at least your direction.
Alright, I got
correct.
an idea.
Best.
I got an idea.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna grab a javelin from my pack,
Okay.
and I'm gonna throw one of them at the nearest bit of bubbles.
Okay, go ahead.
But I'm gonna aim slightly below where the bubbles are coming from,
Okay.
like slightly below where that is.
Yeah, I get you. Make a ranged attack roll.
Alright. So that'll be 1d20 plus my strength mod plus this is thrown. It is a thrown weapon. So plus 7.
Yep, that's a
Total
hit.
21.
That's a hit.
Alright. Let's see. So I want a d6 plus my strength, right?
Mm-hmm.
So 1d6 plus 5. Oh, and I almost forgot. Roll 1d6 plus 5. So that's a total of 10. 10 damage.
See, you have the javelin. A javelin. Javelins. I have the javelin, and you toss it right down like a harpoon right into the water. And you hear a sort of squeaking from beneath the water, just like, but a little bit more high-pitched. And you see a small shadow beneath the waves skitter away.
Is there blood?
There is blood you can follow, but
Okay.
it's going down further into the sewers.
But it's leaving.
It is leaving as far as you know.
Is it
Okay.
going in the direction that we were going, or away from where we're going?
The direction you guys are going.
Ah, shit. But wait, we're gonna make a right turn.
Mhm.
If this thing heads straight,
You don't see where it goes because it's too dark down the way.
but yeah, it works. Whatever. It's gone. It's gone for now.
Next up is Tom.
Okay.
So was that bubbles 1, 2, or 3?
That was Bubbles 3.
Okay.
All of that was Bubbles 1 and 2.
So
So next up is Fendel.
I don't know what I want to do.
Could always
Well,
jump in, balls to the wall.
no, that's not.
Do
gonna
you
go
have a
well for
bow
me.
and arrow or something?
I do have a bow and arrow, so I
Bow
suppose
fishing.
I could use that. Bow fishing.
Bow fishing.
Worth a shot.
Aim for below the bubbles.
All right. Well, I will pull out my bow and fire.
Bubbles 1 or Bubbles 2?
I say bubbles.
Bubbles?
Always.
Well,
That
I don't
might
want
make it
to.
like
I don't
a-
want to. I don't want to hit Evan by accident.
But if you hit it, you might let go of Evan. Swim the. So he can just swim the fuck out of there.
All right. All in favor of Bubbles 1. Sound off.
I.
I.
Aye.
All right. Well, that's the majority. I guess I'm going after Bubbles 1 then.
Aye.
All right.
I like how
Hopefully
Evan,
this works
the
out
one
well for
whose
me.
life is on the. He's not okay with this, but
I don't know
Hold
if
on.
I'm okay with this. But we'll see how this goes.
As long as you don't get a critical fail.
Okay. So I'm rolling.
So
one-
D20 plus your dexterity modifier plus your proficiency.
Dexterity and so that's 6 total then.
Correct.
Barely.
That is not a hit.
No.
So you
My aim has really sucked so far.
so you fire an
It's
arrow
alright.
right into the bubbles, but the arrow just kind of goes flashed into the water. It just doesn't have the power.
Ah, shit. You're not as... my muscles are stronger. They're stronger than your bowstring, apparently.
Next up is Evan. Evan, you are currently under the water, being
Alright,
molested by black tentacles.
How thick do these tentacles feel?
They don't feel very thick. In fact, if you want, make a you can either make a perception check or an intelligence check.
Okay. Let's see. I guess I'll go with the perception check then, because I'm better at that.
Okay, go ahead.
You just double check I'm doing that right.
But is he doing a perception check?
Mm-hmm.
Gonna try that. I'm gonna move this closer to me.
I'm not very perceptive at the moment, apparently.
No, your mind is kind of clouded with the thoughts of maybe drowning right now.
That's a pretty mind-clouding thought.
Yeah. So then, in character, do I realize how thick it is?
You
Well,
do
I-
realize how thick it is. It's each tentacle is probably like only a couple inches like in radius, maybe
Radius or diameter?
diameter. My apologies.
There's quite a difference.
There is a
Yeah, a
difference.
couple
yes.
inches in radius would be quite a few more inches.
Yes.
So I guess I'm going to try to take my dagger and try to cut through the tentacle.
All right, go ahead. Make an attack roll.
Okay, so how does that work again?
Roll.
Yeah, I know the syntax.
So exclamation point, roll
yeah, what,
d20 plus
Your dexterity modifier, or your strength modifier, plus your
Okay,
proficiency
so-
bonus.
I don't know if swimming changes the hit stuff.
or it's
It's right
or
here.
It's Dex
I'm
and
gonna say-
proficiency bonus together.
Yeah, it's dex and proficiency bonus together.
Okay.
So I know a dagger is a finesse weapon.
Does being underwater change anything?
He doesn't hit anyway, so
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So-
These things have higher than 12 AC.
mm-hmm.
Shit.
So you attempt to slash the tentacles, writhing around you, but you just can't make any progress underwater. Your momentum is just too slow.
Shit.
You're too slow.
You're too slow.
Okay,
So that
Matt.
doesn't- So did I miss, or does that
You
just not
you
seem like
missed.
something that'll work?
You
Okay,
missed.
that's what I thought.
Might be best to just get Evan out of the tentacle then.
Yeah.
All right,
Did
next,
he take
it's
any
on-
damage
I
yet,
would-
or no?
he hasn't taken any damage yet. No. Next up is Richard. Seth. Seth.
Okay. Is it close enough for me to jump to Evan?
Yeah, you could jump to Evan right now.
Just keep.
You would
in
have to
mind
use
that
all your
I'm-
movement.
But he's
naturally.
underwater.
I'm underwater, and you don't know how deep I am.
Also,
Also,
there's
you're a
still
cat.
one other tentacle there.
Also, you're a
Yeah.
cat.
Also, you're a cat.
They're not exactly known
Hey.
for enjoying swimming.
He's
Hey,
also a seafaring cat, though.
Yeah, but like even seafaring cats, they stay on the boat. They don't like to get wet because it fucks with their fur. How their fur traps.
Also, something to consider is that he would not have an easy time pulling him out.
Yeah.
Because he's a
But
cat.
but hey,
'Cause
I'm
he's a
not.
cat.
Hey, I'm not gonna tell him no. You do you, Richard.
So
I'm
I'm,
not
gonna turn to Kirch.
Okay. Kirch is in the water.
I'm
He's
in the
underwater.
water, man.
He
Oh.
dove in.
I dove in.
Can I jump on Kirch?
I'm underwater?
You're gonna be making a blind jump there.
You can make a blind jump if you want.
What's your plan?
I was going to just use you because you're aquatic and ride you to the opponent.
Go, mighty steed.
Might be best to just sit this one out.
Yeah, because everything's underwater.
Unless, like, is there a tentacle above the surface right now that you can bite?
I'll say there is, yeah.
Oh.
There's one slow. Make a perception check real quick, actually, Richard, if you will.
Well, does he have passive perception?
He does.
Would that work as well?
Let me see. Okay, there we go. So, you managed to see one tentacle that's slowly making its way up toward you, so you can bite that one if you wish.
Richard?
Okay, and is there anyone else nearby?
You can't see any other tentacles reaching toward anyone else.
I'm just holding my torch and just threw my javelin. I'm down to 4 of those now.
Alright, so is there anyone like nearby the tentacle? that
I
would
believe
count as
I
a
am
sneak
next
attack?
to you.
Yeah. So the only other one nearby would be Svendel.
Is that close enough?
Yeah, it's close.
Alright, then I'm going to bite at this thing and then dance around it.
Alrighty.
Bite it. Use your sneak attack powers. Use your buckle slosh. Use your swashbuckling sneak attack.
Slushbuckling.
I like that he's sneaking up on something that I assume at least doesn't have eyes.
Alright, yeah, you hit. Roll for
above the
damage.
water.
Yeah.
It might have eyes. It might actually have really big eyes.
It might
but I
just
don't
be
think it-
one big eye.
That would be unnerving.
Alright.
Shit.
So you bite this tentacle right down, and you manage to actually rip it off.
What's it
Eh.
taste like?
Rubber.
Chicken. Uh-oh.
Does it taste like good old-fashioned calamari, or is it
No,
gross?
it tastes like actual rubber.
Oh, gross.
Can I use acrobatics to try and land back on the dry land?
No need. You're a cat.
Like, you're already...
You're
it
already
was reaching
on.
for you.
It was on the pathway, reaching toward you. You just literally like stooped down and
I thought
bit
it was. I thought it was coming out of the water, and I went in to go grab it.
But
Are
you
there robot...
but you rip off this end of the tentacle, and you notice inside it's not fleshy at all.
That's a robot in it.
In fact, there's a little wooden arm that appears to be controlling it. And you see water rush into it. And you hear a small voice, "Oh god, I'm going down."
Oh, it's the gnomes!
Again!
The gnomes have made octotanks.
A tank and now a submersible? What will they come up with next?
Is this like a 1700 style submersible where
Wait, are we gonna
Cranked.
confiscate this too and make a duck submarine?
this is not the duck?
I assume this is hydraulically operated too.
So that was Bubbles 1. So Bubbles 1 lets go of acapella.
And I'm
And,
gonna guess that it tries to hold a tentacle above the water so it doesn't fucking flood.
Exactly, and it makes its way to the same way the other one was going.
Oh shit.
So now it's Bubbles 2. And Bubbles 2 is going to attempt a sleight of hand on Evan.
Wait a minute.
What's it gonna steal from him?
Evan, if you
Slice.
would please roll a perception with disadvantage.
Okay.
You need to be a
Underwater.
17.
Oh, jeez.
Sleight of
Very
tentacle,
powerful.
if you will.
Very, very powerful sleight of tentacle.
Perception, you said?
Yeah, perception. Need to beat 17.
Well, shit.
So,
Not even close.
in this mass of rubbery tentacles, you don't even notice one of the tentacles slowly reaching around to your back and swiping your coin purse.
Oh, shit. Is that all my money gone then?
That is, I'm gonna say that's yeah, I'm gonna say that's your money.
Well, shit. I've
And
gone from all 10 gold to nothing.
Shit. Wait,
Hey-
they just stole the money?
yeah,
Dicks.
Well, shit.
and you hear
At least they didn't take the
and-
bombs.
underneath the water. You just hear, and it disengages.
So these things were just trying to steal our shit. They built these advanced submarines, complete with like a lifelike rubber exterior, just so they could steal 5 or 6 gold.
Do I see this thing steal it?
Do you roll perception? You won't be able to stop it, but you'll be able to see it certainly.
Hey, that submarine just stole all my friend's money!
That submarine just.
At this point, I'm
wait,
slightly higher than
wait, that
7 to 8
squid
feet
just
deep.
stole my wallet.
Hey, that squid just stole that Birdman's wallet!
Alright, so I assume I'm a little higher than I was when the thing.
Yeah,
brought
because
me down
you're
by
no
the
longer
shore.
grabbed, and the other one
Yeah,
just
'cause I would assume that as soon as I got let go of, I just started swimming up.
yeah.
17. I saw that.
Yeah, you see it. You see the
I
tentacle.
saw it.
You see the
I
sly.
seen
You see the sly little tentacle like sneak around as it's like making a real show in front of the Birdman. Just casually lift his coin purse and swim away with it.
That did it like swim out of reach? Is it gone?
It disengaged, so you can't attack it.
Oh.
So as Acapella breaches, you definitely feel a little bit lighter.
10 boots swim.
Yeah.
Well, I assume.
Approximately
that I'm
10
going
gold
to-
lighter.
Yeah. I assume that I'm going to go ahead and get out of the water.
Mhm.
And then you notice that your fucking coin purse is gone. Like,
No, I assume that Matt's character would probably tell me.
oh wait.
Yeah.
But first, I like to imagine that like you don't notice at first because like your clothing is all heavy and wet, so you don't notice
Well,
the weight
then I'm a
being
little
gone.
preoccupied with the fact that a rubber
Air?
tentacle tried to drown me.
And air.
And air.
And
Air.
air.
Oh, he's not dead.
Is that at the end of combat then? Since
Yeah, that's the end of
Yeah,
combat.
yeah.
They all fled. They got what they wanted.
10 gold pieces.
That's a lot of gnome
Yeah.
blight.
But they already have all the gnome blight.
Do they?
Oh fuck. Well, I guess it's.
Wait a minute. It
hold
just
it.
occurred to me. Don't we have a bunch of gnome blight on us that they just sort of didn't know about and left?
I do, but we're not talking about that.
I know. I'm not talking about that in character. It just occurred to me now.
Also, the dice chose acapella. I didn't.
Yeah.
I just rolled a d6 to see who it would target.
Well,
Gonna
I
continue
guess,
down the path?
Can I use
Yeah.
once we
Can I
make sure
use-
we're all okay.
Can I use prestidigitation to clean off his head?
You certainly can.
I would appreciate that.
Cast
I will-
prestidigitation a couple times and clean them off entirely, maybe.
All right. Well, I think I
Courage.
can use it free.
And Matt could probably use some cleaning too, since he dove in after me.
Yeah.
All right.
Are you
I-
going
I
to be
would
a
use-
party launderer?
I guess.
All right. After about a good minute or so of magical dry cleaning, you managed to get those who dove into the water back to their normal sense.
You're welcome.
I sniff Kirch, and then I nod approvingly. Back to normal. It's a lizard thing you wouldn't understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't understand it.
It's a lizard thing.
Can I roll to understand it?
Yes, you can make an animal handling check.
I'm just gonna assume that the cat naturally understands it because it's all.
It's a lizard thing though.
Yeah, but like he's scent oriented, so he might get it on like one level.
Yeah, you got it. You
get it.
You don't get it exactly, but you get the general gist.
It's like how you got a cat thing.
The lizard thing.
The lizard thing.
Maybe cats and lizards aren't so different after all.
We can put an end to the bloodshed.
The long, bloody war between the house cats and the geckos.
The gecko men.
So you
They're
guys...
like lizard men, but they have tongues.
Lizards have tongues.
Yeah, but they have
Lizards
like...
have tongues.
I'm saying the gecko men are like lizard men, so they have long tongues.
You
Instead
just
of
said
like...
they had tongues.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, lizard men don't have tongues.
A lot
You
of
know?
living things have tongues.
Not lizard men.
who's playing the lizard man here?
Do you have a tongue?
Yeah.
Not when I'm through cutting it out, you won't.
Oh god.
Hold on a second.
So hostile.
I have to prove myself correct.
You can't be wrong, so you're gonna incharacterly like.
Yes, I can't be wrong. Out of character, so in characterly, I have to act massively out of character to prove myself right.
You're on the quest to remove all the lizard people's tongues because you one time said they didn't have tongues.
Exactly.
All lizard
Now my
men
life
must
was-
have their tongues removed.
This is now my lifelong quest.
This is a joke because this is
Yeah.
happening. All right.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
'cause especially considering wasn't the backstory that you guys already knew each other?
Yeah, no, like, so I already know he has a
if that
tongue.
was an actual thing, you wouldn't have a tongue.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So,
I have a
yeah.
tongue.
but I know,
exactly.
and I know he has a tongue.
He knows.
But only in character.
Only in character. Out of character, I don't know that lizards have tongues. I've never heard of this. In all my years of lizarding.
In all my years of
How many
knowing
years
that
is
lizards exist, I never once thought, did they have tongues? Maybe. Oh, who knows? Nature's such a mystery, man.
Nature's so beautiful. I didn't know so many creatures had tongues. Imagine the possibilities.
What are birds? We just don't know.
Do birds have tongues? They won't
Pretty
let.
sure
They
birds
won't
have
stay
tongues.
still for me to find out.
Birds
Fuck.
have tongues.
Kenku have tongues?
I would
Yeah.
assume so.
I would think
Yeah,
so.
no, like
I'm
birds
pretty
do
sure
have
they do.
tongues. It's just that, like,
We
what
know
has?
that bird people have tongues.
Yeah, birds have tongues. It has 5 bones.
I think they usually have like. I think like a lot of them have serrated tongues.
Actually, it says most birds have tongues, so some birds do not have tongues.
What birds do not have tongues?
I think the
I feel
important
like we're getting a little off topic here.
Just a little.
I think the important question is, do crows have tongues, since the Kenku are most like them?
I'm pretty
Okay,
sure they do.
do crows have tongues? Now it's
Alright,
saying
that's-
all birds have tongues.
Yeah, now it's
What is
saying-
the answer? What's the answer, Google? Do all
Most birds have tongues. All birds have tongues. Some birds have tongues.
I'm gonna put in
All
like,
birds have
do
tongues.
eagles have tongues? Like no birds have tongues. Birds do not have tongues, contrary to popular belief.
Little do we know we've just been typing in tongs the entire time.
Do birds
No-
have tongues?
Just
No
have
birds are
tongues.
out there
I
grilling.
have just Googled, do Kenku have tongues?
Do Kenku have tongues? I got an answer here. It says, "Who the fuck cares?"
I do, because you're the one that brought up this question, Max.
Yeah,
Let us hear.
and I shit posted, oral shit posting.
Oh, you mean talking?
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get back on track.
I believe we were gonna head back to the
Okay,
get back
so-
in marching order.
Yeah, get back in marching order, and one last roll for a potential encounter. And in the sewers,
Ah shit.
you run across, nearing your destination, you run across a skeleton
Oh no.
who's sitting on the side, on one of the bridges across the other side. He appears to have a small wooden stand
I'm not
hoisted up,
doing anything with it.
No, I'm ignoring it.
I'm ignoring it.
and he has.
I'm ignoring it. I'm just gonna urge everyone in the party to keep moving forward.
And he has a
I will also ignore the skeleton.
he has a stitched top hat. It says, "Welcome, travelers. Welcome. Would you like to peruse some of my wares?"
Don't make eye. Sorry, we're kind of busy. Gotta get to a thing. Don't make eye contact.
Oh, come on. I have some fine wares here. I have a
We've
good.
got enough wares
encountered-
already.
Have we in characterly encountered such a skeleton before?
You've never.
I'm gonna say
encountered
that
such a
us
skeleton
two
before.
have.
Well, like, have us two, Kirch and Vultan,
Wolf.
having been adventurers for a bit?
Roll for it.
All right, just
Can I just say yes?
D20. No, because rolling's funny.
No, because then that gives you an easy out.
But it's character development. It's
No,
it's,
it's
character
not.
building. Shut up,
It's
Alex.
the world building that lets us ignore the skeleton. So is it just a naked D20 then?
It'll just be it'll be a serendipity roll, and I'll say you guys have been traveling together for how long?
3 years.
3 years.
3 years. Then you get a +3. Yeah,
You have-
Shit.
Wait,
Voltan
do
has
we both
never
roll?
run. Yeah, both of you roll.
Oh, come on, baby.
Come on.
What's
Yes!
So
We can
Vol-
bypass this shit.
Voltan, Voltan, you've never seen this before. This is a completely new sight to you. However, Kirch, you've run into one of these skeleton salesmen in your home in the Jin Mire. And their wares are always a crapshoot between the best quality goods you can afford, and it'll break down 5 minutes later.
Then I'm gonna tell everyone that
Come one, come all! Come
not
see
worth
Mr. Marrow's wondrous wares.
listen, guys, we're gonna all huddle up like we're about to do like a football play or something.
Ahem.
He said he has marrow.
That doesn't.
No,
he's a
I'm Mr. Marrow.
Yeah, but you have marrow in your bones, right?
I do?
Can you check the back?
Oh yeah, let me check the back real quick. Wait, there is no back here.
Anyway, listen.
Can you check the back of the back?
Oh, of course, of course. And he ducks under the stall.
All right, let's get out of
He
here.
just does.
Yeah,
like,
we run.
and
All right,
walk
yeah, let's go.
down the-
Let's just all just
Peace
kind of like scurry off.
Also, how are we planning to huddle around when we've been walking in a single file line? Because
We're just
that's
gonna
what-
keep going.
For the sake
We're
of
not
the
gonna
joke.
question it. We're going.
Okay.
Spatial
gone.
limitations.
We all
bend the
kind
rules
of-
of the joke.
We all
just
kind
keep
of
going.
lean towards the center.
Yeah, you'll
We're
just
just gonna keep
turn
going.
toward each other.
We're just gonna keep going.
Alright, you just keep going and ignore the skeleton?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
Alright,
yeah.
You completely ignore the
Hardcore.
skeleton.
The skeleton has always screwed us over in every other campaign. We're ignoring it.
Look at this.
There has never been a campaign where the skeleton has not screwed us over. I know this game.
Hey, now he in the last campaign he gave you a map to the perpetrator's house.
Yeah,
Didn't it
listen,
not work?
It did. Listen, I'm in the sewers. All right, that's the extent I'm doing. I'm not doing the skeleton stuff. I'm doing this. All right, I'm
Yeah,
being a
didn't-
good sport. I'm
Didn't
not
he
doing
give
the
us the
skeleton
map
stuff.
to the wrong house and then it dissolved?
Yeah, yeah, it did. It sure did.
I'm not fucking playing this game. I've already done this too many times. Whereas
I
Yumadam,
know
made
what's
out
going on.
Yumadam, we just got more lost and spent like more months than we had to underground. Ash, we got a map that didn't work and then dissolved, and then I had to go, and then I just had to Google stuff instead.
Bingo, thank you.
I had to bingo things instead, and then I accidentally got things right, and then I was told no, I'm wrong, and then it turned out that I was right, but I was dead by that point, so it didn't matter.
Hey, Alex. Does
What?
Comprestus exist in Humidom?
Comprestus was birthed in you, madame. Compressed asbestos. Comprestus.
I feel like my character would be curious, but since I don't have any money to buy shit with right now,
You don't know
I'm not
that.
exactly gonna be putting up a fight to go see the skeleton.
I take payments.
No,
We've already left.
we're gone.
We already
We're
left.
gone.
Yeah,
Don't do
no.
the skeleton voice. It's gone.
We dipped.
We left.
Put some
We're done
reverb
with the
on that. 'cause we're
skeleton.
long gone.
The
The skeleton always screws us over. We're done with the skeleton. We're leaving the skeleton. Not going to listen if the skeleton tries to talk to us. We're just out of there. We're done.
He'll be
It's
back.
like a bloody strip mall.
So you leave the skeleton, and you finally make your way after a series of various right turns, which you swear should have led you like right around to where you started. You see a fairly small hole in the wall that appears to lead to a small cavern on the other side. However, it's pretty gnome sized, so you can only fit in one at a time.
Shit.
All right, where's the cat?
All right.
Yeah.
So stealth roll first.
Yeah, cat goes first. Also, I feel like I just like I did when I got away from that shoe polish stand in the mall when I was on delivery. I don't know if you guys know that one.
Yeah, I know about it.
Yeah, the shoe polish stand in the mall where like they sell shoe polish and shoe cleaner, and they tried to get me to like demo their product, but like I was on shift at that point, and I had to like repeat this multiple times, and they were all American, so I didn't understand like standing. I'm on the clock.
But yeah, man, don't you want to try our product?
Yeah, but no, I'm on the clock.
No, but you gotta try it.
I'm getting timed
you gotta
right
try
now.
it.
But I'm getting time.
You gotta
and
try
I have
it.
to get this sandwich to
Losing
people.
money.
Sit down and try it.
No.
I
Give me
have
money.
I have like 3 other sandwiches I have to deliver,
Come on, do you want to try? Come on.
like all over town.
Come on,
So
come on,
yeah, I'm
bro.
a stealthy cat.
Stealthy cat is
Pretty
stealthy.
fucking stack.
So you
Stealthy.
sneak right in there. You know, you stick to the outward, and you see a big old carved room in here, and you can see a bunch of crates full of what you assume to be gnome blight is stacked right in the center.
Oh,
And you can see a bunch of gnomes off in the corner, just out of their goddamn minds. There are pieces of parchment laying all over the place. But there's one gnome off by himself. He appears to be the oldest, and he's out in the corner all on his own. And you can see he's actually taking the time and effort to actually put these pieces of parchments on the dirt walls. And he appears to be working vigorously on something and muttering to himself.
Well,
Is
I
all the
get-
writing?
Occasionally taking another hit of gnome blight every, like, 10 seconds or so.
I was gonna ask if he appeared
fucking
coherent
bad.
or not.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that, Tom?
I was gonna ask if he looked coherent or not, but you kind of answered that.
He looks more coherent than the others. Strangely enough.
All right, so this is Richard, right?
Yeah, this is Seth. What are you doing, Seth? No one currently sees you.
Okay. Are the other gnomes in the room looking at the old man?
They are
think they're
not.
out.
They are off in their own world. Some of them are drawing on pieces of parchment of what could be blueprints. But
How
you're not.
lucid?
They're not lucid at all. They are lost in their own world. But the old man seems to be writing very neatly.
Richard.
If-
Richard, I have an idea.
Do I kill the old man?
No.
What?
Here's what you do. You go up to the old man, and you rub your feline body against him, and you be all cute and adorable, right? And then he'll be like, oh, I want to pet this cat, right? And then you steal some shit from him, and then he's got to chase you to get the shit, right? And you have him chase you out of the hole where we're waiting, and then we bonk him on the head.
This can only end well.
Exactly. Like, we bonk him on the head with Thias's
Or
Yeah, I was
Next,
gonna
yes,
say,
an
I
or.
I call head bonking. I was just gonna say that.
is this like a retooling of the Big Rock plan?
The big rock.
Yeah,
thing.
except this is gonna work, and we're actually gonna fall instead of, you
Instead
know,
of talk about how great it's gonna work and then completely miss the opportunity to put it into play.
because our conscience is tugged at by the dying screams of something begging pathetically for us not to kill it.
Yeah, the majestic hell beast.
That's like begging for its life and swearing that it won't be evil and that it's a good guy and that please, dear God, don't let me die, and like going on about how it's starting to feel cold and everything's going dark.
Reach into my mouth. Yeah, doesn't seem anything wrong here.
Yeah. To be fair, it wasn't the skeleton. I hadn't encountered it yet. I didn't know to avoid it.
All right,
Yeah,
so,
you guys did-
what's the game plan?
I could try to sleight of hand. Like, what if I try to steal the gnome blight?
Shouldn't Seth, like, explain to us what he saw?
Yeah, come back out.
That,
and then
that would probably be a good idea.
Alright, I sneak back out, and I'm like, alright, so there's like 3 gnomes in there. One of them is lucid, and the other 2 are off their fucking minds.
So I have an idea.
Do I kill the old
Yeah.
man?
The
No.
let me. So the other things you saw is a passage going upward near the non-lucid gnomes, and a small rickshaw desk has been constructed. You can see a bunch of coin and papers on it, but no one's currently at the desk.
Alright, I
So we could steal some of that money.
Or
Potentially.
instead of stealing money, we knock out the gnome first, then we steal the money, then we go upstairs.
I was just pointing out that we can take that money at some point.
Oh wait! We could have
Here's-
Richard steal the money, and come back out and leave the lucid gnome back out here, and then we just catch him. Anyone with me on that one?
That could work. Lure him out, and then
Yeah, and then we'll have
I need
a.
to try restarting
And then bonk
Discord
him on the
because
head.
everybody sounds like they're underwater.
Yeah,
because
just,
it's not all-
just exit the call and re-enter. That usually works.
Oh, okay.
Also, question, Sathias. Does Sathias have a net, like a fisherman's net?
Not on me.
Fuck.
What I was thinking was
There's
like,
one back in the boat, but didn't think I need it down here.
hey Alex,
Plan to go fishing.
What's up?
so we have advantage on attack rolls if they don't see us, right?
Correct.
Tom, why don't you shoot
That
the
took it
old
a while.
man? He'll get the other 2 to come out here. And while you 2 are taking care of the other 2 gnomes, I can go take out the old man.
Do I have proper line of sight to shoot an arrow?
If you were to crawl like through the hole, you could get a shot. But currently, from your current position outside the hole, you can't really shoot at him.
Alright, so do you want us to go through the hole then, Tom? We'll be on the inside while the others are taking care of the gnomes that are sent outside.
So just go through it one more time. So I'm shooting one of them, and what are you doing?
I was thinking that us 2 could be inside. You shoot him so that, well, the entire plan was that you shot him and he sent the guys through the door because you were outside.
Or, what if we pull him out here? Or, wait, does anybody have a sack? Or a big bit of cloth, like a big fluffy robe or something?
I do
have
not.
A backpack, a
I-
bedroll, and water skin. And
I just have my
disguise
backpack.
You could
I have a
also
hunting trap.
costumes.
Seth could go back in, make another stealth check, and roll an investigation check to look for something like that in the room. Otherwise, there's also the skeleton merchant selling wares. You don't know what he has.
We're not gonna use the skeleton.
I could also go take a look at the blueprints while I'm back inside.
Okay.
Well, if you get them out to me, I might be able to decipher them too.
Oh wait, we could just have the cat distract the gnome who's high out of his gourd, who's super high, and then we'll just go past him while he's focused on the cat, and then the cat will just leave and go upstairs, and the gnome will be like, "Oh well, I guess the cat's done now," and then he'll just go back to work because he's not going to think, "Oh yeah, this cat is out to steal my seed." Does that make sense?
So you want me to take a shit on his desk?
Like I'm saying, you gotta be cute. Also, I'm gonna leave the call and come back because now I'm getting the underwater from everyone.
Okay.
Yeah. I keep having periods where it just like cuts out for a couple seconds.
Everyone sounds like the robot function on those voice changers way back in the day for me, so I'm going to leave the call too.
Everybody is underwater.
Yeah, maybe it's just sewer sound effects.
Yeah, only
Back.
Evan was underwater this episode.
For
So
now.
who votes cute cat distraction plan?
I
Yeah, I'll go
vote
with that.
cat shits on desk plan because like,
I think.
I mean, I
these
guess
issues-
cat shits
not
on desk could work.
Is there even a desk down here?
There is, yeah,
There's
a
a desk.
small
Okay.
ramshackle desk. So have you guys finalized on a plan? Because if not, we're getting close to stopping time anyway. So if anything, we can stop now, take a break, and then have a plan figured out by the next time, or start
That
figuring
will
out next time.
probably be best, I think.
Well, we got
Yeah,
15
this
more
might
minutes,
be-
right?
No,
This might
we
be
got
good.
5 more mostly. Because the
Okay,
recording
so-
time is 55 minutes right now.
so the plan is I go in, distract him. You guys all come in and wreak
I just
havoc.
said I typed in the general. Oh no!
Well,
Oh,
Well, instead of wreak havoc, you just go in and distract him, and then we just go up the stairs so that he doesn't alert whoever's upstairs guarding the gnome blight.
All right.
If that makes sense.
So you
And then-
going to try to lure him away from it then?
Well, no, like we'll just have the cat distract him so that he's turned away because he's nowhere near the other gnomes, and the other gnomes are near the staircase, and they're all high out of their gourds.
Yeah.
So all we have to distract is the guy who is lucid, right?
Okay.
And if we distract him and make him just turn away, he probably won't fucking notice us because he's high. So even if he's lucid, he's probably not going to be all there. And we just have the cat shit on something important to him, so like the plans, and then he's like, cat just keeps him facing away.
We're having technical difficulties right now, so maybe this is a good time to cut for the day.
Yeah,
Or
this will
not the day, but
for
you
this
know what I
one.
mean.
yeah,
Yeah.
this
the
will be
episode.
this is gonna be a stopping point, and we'll be back with a plan or continuing to plan next time.
All right, we'll just spend the entire next session planning.
That'll probably be how it goes.
All like
3
1
hours.
hours devoted
We'll just
to,
come up with like the most complicated, shenanigans-filled plan.
All right,
Access this-
and in the recording now.